People think that this is like a one-time incident where pirates come aboard, try and take over the crew and demand money. This has been going on for decades. Think a pirate would just be, what you see in the movie, like Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. But this was just a young 16-year-old guy. As soon as that was over with, mission was complete, they got called away on another mission. Well, actually, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the movie Captain Phillips. Great movie, but what I admired about it that it told a true story. I was actually there on that mission aboard the USS Boxer. In comparison, they had some of it right, some of it wrong. For instance, when the Navy SEALs first arrived, they had them arriving in the middle of the night. Actually, broad daylight. Broad daylight. I remember we had to evacuate the flight deck. They didn't want nobody to see them coming in. But when they arrived, that's all you seen was parachutes, like little dots up in the sky. It had to be 30 plus. And the thing about it, when they came fully prepared. They parachuted out, and they came with their own jet boats. You know what I mean? Some high tech, I don't have any secrets to give away, but yeah, it was a high tech boat. They came aboard, and I see what they call them the SEALs, because they were just so professional. They came aboard, back in the day, beards and stuff wasn't allowed. They came aboard, tatted up, bearded up, and they came in the mission accomplished. Pretty much just like the movie said, when they came aboard, they just planned everything up on the flight deck right away in our triage area. As soon as they came aboard, it was just ready to rock and roll. Put down all their equipment. They had so many different firearms that I never seen. I thought I've seen a little bit of everything because, I had a little bit of gun training, pistol qual and gun calling and all that stuff, but they had some unique items I just never seen before. So I knew they was down for it. They had a pretty tough mission because they had the captain, Captain Phillips, out in a life raft, the big orange one. Yeah. And just the accuracy of what they had to do to sort of lights out for the bad guys, with the ocean rocking, the shots fired and this and that. I thought that was pretty amazing, and they really put that movie together quite well. I actually had a chance to, I didn't shake his hand when he came aboard, but I actually had a chance to see him. I actually had a chance to see the pirate. Oh, wow. Yeah, like everybody, like I said, you would think a pirate would just be, what you see in the movie, like Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. But this was just a young 16-year-old guy, young, scared 16-year-old guy that were working for a drug lord. And you would think, it'd be big ships that they were in. They were just in little boats, and they just go aboard and they rob these folks. People think that this is like a one-time incident where pirates come aboard and try and take over the crew and demand money. It comes to find out this has been going on for decades. Actually, the average crew to pull out with one of these tankers, they actually have a pile of money waiting because they just figure it's a lot more easier, a lot more safer just to pay these guys off right off the bat, so they wouldn't go through the trouble. From my understanding, the pirates know which ships to approach. Mm-hmm. They should know not to approach American ships. But apparently they read the wrong flags or the wrong writing up on the wall or whatever, and they chose to, to attack and try and take over the ship and take over, the Captain Phillips. Around the coast of Somalia, they got this little bad organization that goes out there and they actually rob these ships. But these ships have been knowing about it for years, and they take out a pile of money for these guys. No telling how much, but the pirates know which ships to attack and not to attack. They know how to read the flags or the writing up on a ship, the name of the ship. They do their research. They just made a huge mistake, and we all know the Americans, we don't deal with pirates or terrorists. We don't negotiate. That's when we decided, the U.S. decided to send in the SEAL team to take care of business, and that's exactly what they did. My hat's off to the SEAL team. I was in charge of the flight deck also, so our operation went through me and my team, the air boss, and everybody else. But I was there. My crew assisted them with all their gear, and they had amazing gear. Matter of fact, when everything was done and over with, they let us take a look at all their gear. They put it on display and let the whole crew see it. stuff that the common eye that would just never see. That was pretty awesome. But them guys, they did a great job. Just that mission of them going and making them certain shots on that vessel that they had out there, that big orange life raft. Most people think of a life raft as a piece of wood and you floating on it. But this right here, my team had to actually go over and get it along with our XO. They actually rode it back over on top of it. They didn't go inside because of the hazard material that was inside. What was left over, I don't want to get too gory, but yeah, it was pretty gory inside. But my crash and salvage team had to go and salvage it, bring it aboard the ship with the crane, and we had to secure it, and also our team had to go inside and, get it back up to speed, clean it out and everything pretty much. Yeah. That was an experience. Like I said, hats off to the SEALs. I even pretty much know who made a couple of the shots because when they come down and eat, it just seemed like they had a little cold. It was just so silent. It was so silent, and we all knew what just went down. So the chiefs, out of respect, mums was just a word, but you can tell every time they walked by a certain individual, I think it was two of them, that they would get a little tap on the shoulder. Each team member would just go by and tap them while the guy was eating. So I just know those were the two main guys that really did damage. It was just 2 or 3 guys that really did the damage, but they were so professional. It was just, like I said, hats off to them. If I may add one more little detail to the story is that as soon as that was over with, mission was complete, they got called away on another mission. And they had to leave the majority of their equipment aboard the ship. So they just flew off to another mission. And of course they came and retreated later, but during that time frame, another German ship was overtaken by pirates. And they heard about our mission. And since we're sort of allies with Germany, a team of their specialists flew aboard like within 2 days later to try to do the same mission that they did, but they weren't as skillful as the SEAL team. So actually, they canceled their mission. They came aboard and they practiced for a while. That was supposed to be their elite special forces, but what it turned out to be, it was the regular police department special force. So they didn't have it at all. The equipment, the firepower, the knowledge, everything. Right. So they ended up paying a very large amount to, pay off the pirates. But it was just amazing to see in that small time frame. This is within, I'd say 7 days. The Alabama got took over, then another ship got taken over. They tried the same mission, but didn't work. It was a pretty wild experience.